We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, second down.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
9-yard line. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end Toilolo. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7. Steelers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Steeler 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
James Conner.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
taken down right.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and 4. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
They'll look to run with Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Samuels. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Penny. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
By the fullback.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Giants 7, Steelers 0.
Second and 5 now. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Barkley a first down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jones on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Daniel Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 14,
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast. Just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 36, Roethlisberger. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
31 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
At their own.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, If they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Giants 28, Steelers nothing. Graham Gano.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to throw right away. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Ball carrier.
Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And a Steeler 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rudolph got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Samuels there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun, Jones, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Steelers.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And 6.
Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. On the return, Johnson. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Connor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Let's go.
He was
a gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards. And a Steeler first down.
On first down, it's Samuels. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Third down.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The ball carrier.
James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Giants 28, Steelers 21. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Jones now on third down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu.
Big loss.
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Samuels, the ball carrier. The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he stopped immediately there.
Samuels.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Samuels.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards that time.
9 yards.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game, 28-all. Chris Boswell.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones dancing to his left. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Golden Tate. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Jones. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones throw on target to Shepard. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 48 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts prior to this upcoming second down play. 13 yards remaining on second down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcus Golden in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's caught at the 25. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Touchdown, Giants.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.